guys, welcome back to Exposed. And if I'm welcoming you back and you like it here, I'd love it if you stayed and subbed. I'm doing a very quick comments video because I had nothing ready, sorry. Simply Matt, she has the feel bad for me voice just like Lardas and uses it all the time to scam the fuckwits, also just like Lardas. I know, I think they came in the same thing. You know, they say when they were born someone broke the mould. I think there's just one mould, or no, two for narcs. Ones that overeat and ones that don't eat, that's it. But everything else is the same. Elizabeth, you're right, Matt. Narcissists of a feather flick together. Matt, I'm just sweet southern lady. Yeah, right, we see right through it. That's what they all play, don't they? Oh, I'm just so kind. Judy, let me say as delicately as I can, I believe Glenda's story is her mother used vinegar for her personal hygiene. Ah, now that would give you PTSD. Was it Glenda's mother did it to Glenda or Glenda did it to her kids? You always have to stop and wait and see with an arc who was saying what. Elizabeth found it funny. Oh, and can I just say, I won't say names unless you want to say who you are. Someone made a very... Can I roll back and start again? I'm just not with it today. Someone made a very generous donation to my PayPal account. Thank you very, very much. I really appreciate it. And it will go on new bloody cables for this stupid microphone. So thank you very much. Cece, wow, she looks really rough and old, even with a filter. Yep. Bonnie, shake my head. I spend all my day watching videos of them lot doing that. Vanessa, ding dong ditch is what we call the ring the bell and run away. Really? Isn't that a song? Ding dong ditch, mother's in a ditch, or witch is in a ditch, or something. There's a song. I'll find it. MJ, 152. Her eyes are so weird looking.
Every single day for about a week.
And did you notice, I didn't say at the time, she's doing an advert for eye cream. This is the after, and she's got everything covered up. If I was Dr. Brandt, I wouldn't pay her for that. Fucking idiot. Or is it her eyelids? I can't figure it out. But why would the princess have fatigued eyes? She goes to bed early, wakes up when she's had enough sleep, naps, and John watches Wheel and cooks her dinner. Not the best person to be partnering with, this company. But that's on the company. That doesn't do their research. Exactly. They go on views and sub counts. So they'll see her sub count going through the roof and think, oh, we'll use her. And they don't bother to hang around and watch and see that she's bought them all. Lou, as an American, I also despair with how we make our tea. Get yourself a stovetop kettle, y'all, or even better, an electric kettle. And try loose leaf tea. It's so much better, at least to me. Tea ran over. Thank you, Lou. That's all we ever had when I was a kid, Lulu. Poor Lulu. Loose leaf tea. And everybody had a tea strainer. And there was tons of tea leaves that you had to honk, grab out of the sink and whatever at the end of the day. But yeah, it's so much easier with tea leaves. But I do admit tea... I was going to say it's easier with tea bags, but tea leaves taste much better. Judy, also American, I agree. I must add, no one I have ever known used a measuring cup as a drinking vessel. It was a jug, wasn't it? I think her measuring cup is the closest thing she could find to a beer mug. As a prayer book reading pseudo-Christian, she must protect her image. Why not drink any milk until the video was over? That would have been even better. Can't stand milk. And when I was pregnant, I used to work at Butlins, as you know. And at one point I was in the go-kart box selling the tickets. And I'd sit here and then there was a bit of cut like a wood behind me. And then behind that was where we made tea and coffee and whatever. Anyway, I heard someone tittling about behind there. And I'm like, who's that? It's me. I said, Paul, what are you doing? I'm hiding. Why are you hiding, Paul? Because I'm drinking milk, and you don't like milk, do you, Jules? It's like, bless him. So sweet. There was, 10 men on the go-karts, And they all acted like my pseudo husband when Jed wasn't about. It was so funny. And like they'd come up to me in the middle of the day and pat my belly. And then there'd be people in the queue to go on the go-karts trying to figure out which one of them was the father because they were all doing it. It was really funny. Anyway, Lou, right, I thought about the measuring cup thing after I hit reply on my little tea rant. Who drinks out of a measuring cup? Literally no one. Exactly, nobody. Someone who is desperate for attention, says Judy. Sympathy and comments that acts such as this will bring. Glenda's first thought every day. Pardon me. Notice me, notice what I'm doing, listen to me, send food, send funds, feel sympathy for poor old little me. I know, that's all it is, all a big act. And it's like, is she drinking out of the jug because she's pretending that everything she threw out, and she daren't use a cup now because everyone will say, I thought you threw them all out. Lou, so true. I don't watch her, and I'm not judging anyone who does, but you nailed it. Keep forgetting to do that. Baller man, I'm built like a rail and cannot eat any sugar because it throws me into the pre-diabetic range. She probably can gobble both bags down without any issue. Oh, that's a shame, baller man. Can you not have a cheat day? Well, I remember the only woman with any brain that I went to see about diabetes said, if you want to have a slice of cake or something, have it with a meal. So have the whole thing together. Don't eat it on its own because that's where people go wrong and it spikes their sugar. So maybe you could try that. Not that I'm pushing you into eating things you shouldn't be eating, but it's just a thought. Cece, YouTube deleted my comment as usual. Oh, for fuck's sake, I'm sick of this. I'll just say, Glenda deserves absolutely nothing after that rant of her throwing away her kitchen. Exactly. Oh, my subs just send me stuff without me even asking. Fuck off and get your finger stuck in a hole. Do us all a favour. Bonnie, I have never heard of making tea like she does. Is that how you make sweet tea? No idea. I've never made sweet tea. Don't you make tea, wait for it to go cold, and then I suppose you add sugar to it because it's sweet tea, and then you wait for it to go cold and put ice in it? I don't know. I don't drink cold tea. Strange, when she was talking about her mum with vinegar and a whip switch, it reminded me of a movie. I don't know. I suppose I shouldn't be so judgmental. I just get irritated at some of the things that spew out of the mouths of grifters. Same here, Bonnie. It gets to the point where you think, well, that's a pack of lies. That couldn't have happened. And then you feel bad for thinking that. And it's like, but that's how they've made you, because they don't tell the truth. That face, though. Sorry, all I've been doing this morning is sneezing. Pug Mama. Hello, Pug Mama. Believe me, we Americans do not make tea in a saucepan. That's all, Glenda. Thank you, Pug Mama. I believe you. She's just classless. Patricia Burns. Right, lol, she's a mess. Okay. And she says it out loud on a video. Like it's the normal thing to do. Robin, filters. Has she got them on or not got them on? Calabria girl, probably because it's ceramic, you dimwit. You crack me up again, Jules, thanks. I'm glad I make you happy. Bonnie, oh, that's right. I'd forgotten all about Melissa saying she didn't want to travel. My, how we have changed. Yeah, she didn't want to travel. Her house was perfect. They made it together. She loved it. She'd never move. La 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 la. I did send you one thing, and since then I haven't been able to send you anything else. They want me to put in your address, which would never be an option. I don't know why it's doing that, Bonnie. But if it stops you buying me more stuff, then good. You've already bought more than enough. Sit down. But I don't know why it's broken. I don't understand it. Has anyone else got a thing so I can look at theirs? Because I thought that was the whole point of it. I just put stupid things on there. If people want to buy it, they click it. They don't see my address and it gets sent to me. But if it's not working, I may as well take it down. Mamacita. I may enjoy Janice Watch videos the most. Cool. Short and sweet. So I have less opportunity to explode at this condescending, narcissistic twat. And I get to see you and hear your lovely voice. Love you, Jules. Thank you, Mamacita. That's so sweet. Bonnie, lol. Lisa doesn't need to worry when her lipsticks come out. She'll be the YouTuber of the year. Then she can say Marnie who. Yeah. She really doesn't like Marnie, does she? I got the email from Vanessa today and she was telling me a story that I already knew, and then it occurred to me, do you lot not know that back in the day there was a woman called the Barbie with muscles? She made a video about it and she lost her rag altogether because Lisa and I think it was a friend, Love, Peace and Lip Gloss, and some others got together and bullied Gina Bina Wiener off of YouTube. And because Gina did a bit of like OnlyFans thing on the side, and they found out about it and they sent all of her pictures and what have you to everybody. And it was a private thing that she was doing. It was paid for. It was quiet. She wasn't shoving it in anybody's face. And it was nobody's fucking business but hers. But anyway, they pushed her off of YouTube. And the Barbie with Muscles did a video saying about how vicious they were. Well, Vanessa was saying that, Marnie was saying that she can't stand Lisa. And that she only, like, does things with her for this like to know it, whatnot, or whatever, and she said she's evil. And it's like, yeah, we all know that, so why doesn't anybody else ever see it? And there was a thing that she said and it was like, wow, that doesn't surprise me at all. Remember back in the day when she was getting her sweet gifts, she said to Marnie that the sweet gifts from her subscribers were the least they could do to appreciate her. Appreciate you what? Going shopping? Really? She's vile, and the sooner her subscribers find out the real Lisa, the better. Susan, you're right. Anyone who's trying to show before and after pictures should not have any filters on. People buy it and they think it didn't work because they didn't realise that it's the filters and not the product that made the difference. Exactly. And she had stickers all over her eyes, so how the hell are you supposed to know what it's doing? I did a thing. I got asked by a face cream company, would I do a video for their face cream? And I said to them, I'll do it if I can say what I want. If I can say the absolute truth. And they were like, yeah, totally. And it was like, okay, I'll do it then. But even then, I didn't know how to film it or where to go to show a difference, because there was no difference. And I don't think there is. I think you've got to be doing something religiously for at least a year to show any sort of before and after. I just don't think any of these creams work. If there was a miracle cream that got rid of wrinkles, by fuck, we'd know about it already. Do you know what I mean? Oh, I feel like I need to burp. I feel like everything's stuck just there. Pardon me. Bonnie, yes, Deb Gordon, you are absolutely right about Merle and Melissa. A round of applause for you. Lies, lies, lies. Get some sleep, Jules. You will need your strength for the next Lisa video. I've got a 9.5 hour Lardy video waiting to go, and I keep checking because it's like, I'm sure I did this, but I cannot find it. If anybody remembers a 9-hour video in California where she spent all day lounging on the bed and then some bloke came on that she didn't know and he was teasing her and getting her to eat Nutella, and he said he'd PayPal her money if she ate Nutella. If you remember seeing that already, let me know and then I won't do it. Christine, I don't think she knows what the AM is. She's supposed to be using what the AM is. She's supposed to be using the tip directly on the eye. Clueless. I know. Why would it come out like that unless you were to do that and then turn it and rub it? Bless her little heart. Classy lady. She seems to be trying to justify her crazy amount of purchases. The red, white Chanel bag that she showed on her trip with John. Fake, fake, fake. What a diatribe of I am not sure what it is. She wears jeans, flip-flops and a black blazer. Really? 90% of the time. What is the use of having so many nice things but never using them? But I went through this phase for a little bit of buying luxurious things. I would have done it for a long time. The experience would become diluted as it becomes the ordinary. Exactly. You do, if you've got money and you can treat yourself and you think, fuck it, I'll do it. And then once you've bought 2 or 3 of the things, you're like, nah, I'm not asked. And then you wait and something else catches your eyes 6 months down the line and you're like, oh, I'll treat myself to that, like a nice bit of jewellery or a holiday or whatever the fuck it is. But she doesn't do that. She's like, I want all the things now. Stupid. Wigging out. I'd bet money Brooke doesn't speak highly of her mother to her friends. Well, she calls John a fuckboy, so God knows what she calls Lisa. She just caters to her in case there are any cast-offs she might want. I tried to watch the Why She Shops luxury vid. Can't make it, but did leave a comment. I got about 4 minutes in. She wears the fuggliest clothes. Nothing about any of it looks luxury. I know. But she thinks because she's paid through the nose for it, everybody else knows what it is. No, I don't care. That orange stuff is so bad unless they change the formula. I don't know how it's a bestseller. Best returner too, I bet, lol. Oh, she'll say anything just to get paid, Melanie, I've tried to comment twice on this video. Am I on the naughty step? No, honey, you're not, and I don't know why you can't comment. YouTube is a pain in the hole for stopping people. Run for your lives. The bruise on her arm is likely from malnutrition. Yep. But we'll let her have her little story about she bumped into something. If she... See, that's the right thing. If she'd bumped into something and got a bruise, why mention it? You'd only mention it if someone said, oh, what's the bruise on your arm? You'd be like, yeah, I whacked my arm off the bath, or I did this, or I did that. But the fact that she's making a point about telling you what it is and how she got it, she knows what it is. But she doesn't want anyone else to think that's what it is. A 500,000 house loan is debt, Lisa. And I don't believe at all there aren't loans, etc. We know the last house was remortgaged. It's amazing. In America, you can look all that up, can't you? It used to fascinate me when I was still on the Gossip Bakery. And people would come in and say, oh, I've seen this and I looked at that and I saw that. And it's like, how do you get that information? Tay-Tay, I'd rather give you a view than her, lol. Thank you, Tay-Tay. Do you need any more help with that OBS thing? I haven't seen you do anything. Give me a shout if you want a walkthrough. I can do you a video. Bo, for Jules Amazon, where it says delivered to the United States, there's a drop down to change it to the UK and it asks for a postal code. So you need to know Jules's postal code in order to proceed. But that's the thing, Bo. It never had that before. If I sign out of my account and try and send myself something, will I see what you see? Because it didn't do that. It was just a case of, is this for whoever? And you chose the person and they sent it to that person. Hang on a minute. Let me have a check and I'll be back. Right, I managed to sign out, but to buy something, I'd have to sign in as somebody else, and I haven't got anybody else to sign in. So later I'll have a mess about with it with Jed and see if he can work it out. But you see, if you knew my postcode, Bo, it defeats the whole purpose, because then people know where I am, and there's certain people I don't want to know where I am, if you understand. So, anywho. If that eye cream really works, then why is it that her eyes in the before picture look exactly the same as her eyes look in the demonstration video? I'm confused. You and me both, Bo. Has she always advertised on Instagram, or is this a new grift? No, she gets either sponsorships to do on YouTube or Instagram. She's done a few on them. There was one before and Brooke had to do it because it was for a self-tan thing. And she didn't want her liver-spotted legs or hands in it. Elizabeth, sub, stayed and loved the comments. Cool. Lots of people like the comments. It's a happy place, isn't it? What happened to the lipsticks Lisa is supposed to be creating? Oh, any day now, Elizabeth, any day now. Glenda has the most sulky, discontented face, doesn't she though? Never satisfied. If you had worked and saved like a normal person, there would be no need to rely on others. Now, don't misunderstand me. I do help people in need and give money and things to those I know who are really in need. Generosity of spirit is a blessing, but this continual begging grates on my nerves. Sorry for the ramble. Ramble anytime. P.S. Also make sure you pay any kindness forward. Exactly, that's where people forget. It's like Lisa. Oh, I got such lovely gifts. And then she never gives anything to anybody ever. Here's a hint, Glenda. Put some Lysol in your bath. Her mother sprayed her down with vinegar when she refused to bathe. Cheap and cheerful. It should be Earl Grey, not Lipton. Earl Grey's beautiful tea, isn't it? Where's your kettle? I love how Americans call it a tea kettle. Well, what else would you use it for? Ran, not more cheesecake. All that sugar. Seriously, Jules and family, I'd be totally ashamed to take others and brag about it. Is it take from others and brag about it? Is it just me? No, it's not just you. I couldn't, with a bare face, say I'm doing a GoFundMe because I can't get out of this house, and the only way I can get out of this house is with other people buying me one. So if you feel sorry for me, or if you like me, you should donate to that. Here's the link. Nope. That'd never happen. And yet, Lardy did it for a car that was her own fault. And for Pom Pom's teeth, which she should have been looking after all along. She's piling on the weight just like Lardy. Narcissists have a very strange relationship with food, either stuffing it down or avoiding it altogether like Lisa. Maybe it's a control thing to fill an empty soul. It's definitely a control thing. Oh, that face at the beginning, scary. Without makeup, she looks dreadful. No wonder she needs filters, Botox, facelifts, etc. But what about the hole in the neck? Everyone's getting worried about the hole in the neck, aren't they? I don't know what's going on with that. She needs to get it seen to, though, doesn't she? James, she's been using it for about a week. Basically, that means she's probably used it in the last 48 hours. It's so pathetic she cannot even describe an eye cream, and she sounds like a robot when she reads off the paper. People want to hear from your own words and experience why you enjoy the eye cream. They don't want you to read the back of the product. Exactly. She has no personality because that's easy to promote. I would say something like, I'm really excited about something that's been working really well for me, and I wanted to share it with everyone. Dr. Brandt's made an ideal eye cream that I just used this morning as well as in the evening. Its lightweight consistency does not weigh heavy on the eyes, and the salmon sheer coverage helps your under eye area look vibrant and alive. The great part about the creation of this eye cream from a doctor is the metal rollerball on the end of the cream. Consider that your spa treatment at home. In your PM ritual, massage under the eye area to help depuff so you look fresh in the morning. These are my results after 1 week, and I can't wait to share my results at the end of the month. Don't you want to watch it? Right, keep a note of that. Everyone should be using that in the next advert. Get creative. God, she can't even fake it. So ridiculous. Raven, her eyes look like raisins. They're so small, kinda creepy. Piss holes in the snow, to quote my mum's old friend Kathy. Her eyes look like piss holes in the snow. I'm sorry, it made me laugh. Vanessa, the whole daddy Lisa dynamic really kooks me out, lol. But seriously, it's extremely troubling to hear that her father has requested her to wear shorter skirts. That's full on disgusting. And Lisa's mother sees nothing wrong with her husband. Who the fuck are these people? Exactly. Wigging out. Looks as if Lisa has forgotten where she came from. How is she so thin and yet looks heavier than me? I outweigh her by 50 pounds, but in that fur coat with those black pants, she looks twice my size. I get the coat is puffy, but her legs look big. I guess it's her odd build. Louis Vuitton bags are coated canvas, hardly high-end material. They successfully convince people that they're high end, just like Starbucks has convinced people that that swill they call coffee tastes good, only if you put a ton of shite in it. How did she get that pic of her at the counter with the sales girl? I swear she looks like a fucking bag lady. All that money spent on clothes and she can't put an outfit together. She cannot put together a put together outfit to save her life. That Zara outfit, lol. She could have made this video real short. I buy luxury because I believe it makes me better than you little people who can't afford it. You know, like the little person I was when I started on YouTube without a pot to piss in. Sorry, Jules, I could only make it about 4 minutes. Couldn't do it. I don't expect anybody to. No need to apologise. If you can't get through a whole video, do it for your own mental health and get the hell out of there. Right, no one on the doorstep, naughty step. Do you know, I should just go back to sleep. I'm going to try and get this up now so there's something up tonight. If you got to the end of me, thank you very much, and I will see you in the next one.